Hello viewers, welcome to Kaithozil channel. Today in our channel we are going to see this beautiful marigold flower. See, it has a beautiful yellow color petals and a green starch. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It will be very beautiful and pretty looking. You can make it many and you can use it as a garland also. I will show you how to do this. So for this you need a green color yarn and then a yellow color yarn for the petals. I'm using 3.5 mm size crochet needle. Come, let's start the section. I will give a step-by-step instructions for this, so it will be very easy to understand. First, make a magic ring like this, and then insert a needle through it, and then make one chain, and then do 7 single crochets inside the ring, magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 single crochets. I had made it. Now string the yarn and pull it tight. Okay, now make a slip stitch at the top of the chain. Make a slip stitch at the top of the chain. Okay, now for our second row, start with one chain. Start with one chain and then do two single crochets in each stitches. See, we have to do it in the back loops alone. Okay, so we do it in the back loops alone. So 2, 2, make 2 single crochets in each stitches at the back loops. Okay, so we are going to work in back loops. So if you want, you can use the stitch marker also. See, after making this, at the end of this row you will be having 14 single crochets and then do one slip stitch at the end. Okay, make one slip stitch at the end. Okay, so you'll be having 14 single crochets here. Now for our third round, again start with one chain. Here also we are going to work in back loops only. Make one single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So like this you have to repeat this pattern of 1 2 1 2. Okay, 1 2. So like this you have to repeat it. I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, 1 2 1 2. See, at the end of this row you will be having 21 single crochets, and then for the fourth row start with one chain and work in back loops alone. See, I'm using the stitch marker here. So for the reference, you can also use a stitch marker in every rounds. Okay, so first start with one single crochet in the first stitch and then one single crochet in the next one, and then see, first start with one single crochet in the first stitch and then one single crochet in the next stitch and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Okay, so 1 and then 2. Again 1 and then 2. Okay, so like this you have to do 1 1 2 pattern throughout this round. So at the end of this round you will be having 28 single crochets. Finish it with a, so I'm going to finish it with a slip stitch. Okay, so I made 4 rounds. Now for the 5th round you are going to start with 1 chain again, 1 chain, and then you are going to work in both loops. From here we are going to work in both loops. So make 1 single crochets in each stitch. I'm using the stitch marker for the reference. One single crochets in each stitch like this. Work in both loops. So one single crochets in each stitch. So at the end of this row you will be having 28 single crochets. So I am at the end. Finish it with a slip stitch. So I made 5 rounds. Okay. Now we are going to start our 6th round. So for this we are going to decrease the pattern. So start with 1 chain and then do 1 single crochet first. One single crochet first, and then place a stitch marker at the beginning of the row. Place a stitch marker. So I started with 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then we are going to decrease now to decrease. Okay, so 2 times you have to do. See, now again make 1 single crochet and then one single crochet, and then the next stitch also make 1 single crochet. Now we are going to decrease it. Insert the needle in the 2 stitches, 2 nearby stitches, and then pull through, do the single crochet. Okay, that is our decrease stitch. So 1 1 and then decrease, 1 1 and then decrease. So like this we have to do. So at the end of this row you will be having 21 stitches and make a slip stitch at the end. Now for our 7th row we are going to start with 1 chain and then do 1 single crochets in each stitch like this. So 1 single crochets. First I have done 1 single crochet and then do 1 single crochet the next stitch, and then do 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next stitch. Like this you have to do 1 single crochets in each stitch. So at the end of this row you will be having 21 single crochets. This is our 7th row. Finish it with a slip stitch. So we have to continue this row 7 for another 5 more times. For another 5 rows you have to continue this row 7. See, I have completed up to my 12th row by doing this 1 single crochets in each stitch. So at the end of the row I will be having 21 stitches. Now for the 8th row start with 1 chain, and here also we are going to do the decrease pattern. So 1 single crochet in the first one, and then we are going to do decrease stitch. See, insert the needle in the 2 adjacent stitches nearby and pull through all the loops. That is our decrease stitch, and then 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. Like this you have to continue to the whole round. So at the end I will be having 14 single crochets. Okay, so finish it with the slip stitch. finish it with the slip stitch. And then start with one chain and then now decrease. Now also decrease. So each stitches you have to decrease. See, like this. So you have to decrease it for 7 times. So at the end of this row you will be having 7 stitches. 7 times you have to follow the decrease pattern. Insert the needle in the 2 adjacent stitches and then pull through all the loops, 3 loops. That is our decrease pattern. So at the end, make a slip stitch. So at the end of this row, I will be having 7 single crochets. Now, for the next row, that is our 14th row, make 2 chains and do 1 double crochets in each stitches. 1 double crochets in the each 7 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, after finishing this, make a slip stitch at the end. So I made the staple part, and then don't just cut the yarn. Okay, so now we are going to do our petals. Just cut the yarn, make a knot. Don't shrink it. I need the gap inside so that we are going to stuff it at the end. So there should be a gap in the center. Okay, like this. So we are going to stuff it. So before stuffing it, I am going to do the petals of the flowers. See, take the yellow color yarn and make a slip knot. Then see, from here in the 6th row, that is we have completed with 21 stitches, right? See, in the 6th row, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, in the 6th row, 1 2 3 3 4 5 and then 6. The 6th row I'm going to work it. Okay, so insert the needle in the 6th row. So work in the horizontal pattern. So get a thread and then make 5 chains like this. 5 chains, and in the second chain do the half double crochet like this. 1, and in the next chain do another half double crochet, and in the next chain do 1 half double crochet. So going to do 1 double crochets in the 3 chains and then make a slip stitch at the same panel where we have inserted our started our work. Okay, and in the next adjacent thing make another slip stitch and then do 5 chains, and then in the 4th chain do the half double crochet, and in the next chain do another half double crochet, and the next chain do another half double crochet, and then slip stitch at the same space where we have started, and then insert the needle in the next stitch and start next stitch, and then start doing the same thing. Make a slip stitch and then do 5 chains, and in the next 4th chain do 1 half double crochet, then 3rd chain do 1 half double crochet, and in the 2nd chain do another half double crochet, and then slip stitch in the same stitch where you have started. Okay, like this you have to complete this round fully. So like this, the nearby stitch you have to insert it and do the petals in the same stitch. So like this you have to do the full round so that you will be getting 21 petals. Okay, so like this you have to do it. See, at the end of this row you will be having 21 petals like this. See how beautiful it is. So it will be looking like this. Now we are going to work upwards, okay, in the before row. We are going to work in the before row, that is our fifth row. See, this is a pattern for the sixth row. We are going to work in the fifth row. See, start after finishing this row. So just go to the before row, fifth row, and then work the same pattern there also. Insert the needle in the before row, one stitch, and then make 5 chains. So like this, make a slip stitch and then do 5 chains. And then in the fourth chain do 1 half double crochet, and in the third chain do another half double crochet, and then the second chain do another half double crochet, and then slip stitch at the same chain, okay, same stitch, okay. So where you have done slip stitch at the same stitch. It will be a little bit tight, but later on you will be getting used to it, work with it. And then slip stitch, do the slip stitch, and then go to the next panel and do the slip stitch there, okay, in the same row. So start with a slip stitch and then do 5 chains and then half double crochets and then finish with a slip stitch. So like this, continue working through the whole row. So in the end of this row you will be having 28 petals like this, and then go to the forward rows and do it according to it, okay. So we have to do it to the full round like this, so that you will be having like this. See, at each row it will be looking like this, okay. So in the center alone leave it, that is at the where we have started, right, magic circle, we have leave it. We have to first complete 21 and then 28, again 28 and then 21, 14, 7. So like this the petal will be there. So insert any excess in the center. So now we are going to stuff here. So for the stuffing I am using this polyester fiber, that is we usually used to stuff the dolls with it. So use that cotton fiber and then stuff it, so the fluff, so that it will look very fluffy like a flower, okay. So fluff it like this, stuff it like this. See, in the staples alone don't use too much yarn and don't make it as a very fluffy thing, because already the petals are looking very fluffy. So insert a little cotton and then at the staples alone, okay, at the green part alone you insert little staple, little cotton, and make it look like a real flower. And then now we are going to string this and finish it off. So take the excess and then insert it back and front like this, or you can use a sewing needle and you can finish it off like this also, and then finish off this work. See viewers, I have completed my marigold flower. See how it's looking very beautiful. I have made it as a big size. So if you want, you can make it as a small size also. So it will be very looking very great. So you can do a bunch of flowers like this, and then you can use it as a garland also, and you can decorate it anywhere. So I hope you all will like this video. There are furthermore easy videos available in my channel. For that, I want you to like and subscribe to my channel, comment on my channel. Thank you.